get a little small crack. It doesn't take much for Johnny, Dondell, or Julius.
And the clock runs with 10:53 and counting down here. Second down, a long 10 from our own 45. Julius brings him up with Stacy and Miranda wide left. One man right now. Dondell comes in motion to the left. Johnny is going to take it. Just throw it back here to Stacy. Stacy to the 45. Stacy to the 50. 45 to the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Speed, Randy, speed. And that's the same play we saw earlier in the first half. Again, I believe it was a lateral. That time, Julius steps up and throws it to Ricky, who split out in a twin set. Dondell coming in motion becomes a blocker. And, you know, just get it to the speed guys' hands and get them in the open field. That's all we're trying to do right now.
First down for the Jackets down to the 37-yard lines of Peach County now with 10:35 in this fourth quarter. My goodness, I can't believe the way the Jackets are responding to the call here to get the momentum back on their side after that long drive by Peach County. This has been an immaculate performance by the Jackets. Julius looks that line over, takes the ball, goes to the middle to Dondell. No, it's Julius. He kept it. He faked me completely out and drives down to the 27-yard line.
Well, Dondell would have had 5, Randy, if he'd have given it to him, but Julius picked up about 8 or 9. He does such an outstanding job of running that option. Again, I'll say it. He comes down the line. He tries to read the tackle. The tackle is not blocked.
And dare I say, he tries to fool people with the ball.
Absolutely, as he just did this poor announcer.
As it's 2nd and 1 now, down to the 27-yard line. Julius brings him up. As all of a sudden Stacy runs on the field, there's some confusion out there amongst the players. Paul Miranda splits off to the left. Cooksey and Dondell Green back behind Julius with 9:52 and counting down. Julius may be changing the play again. Maybe changing the play, and here come the flags. You knew it was going to happen.
Well, I saw Miranda call for timeout over here with this referee, but a flag was also thrown. I don't know whether the referee called timeout before the flag was thrown.
They're talking. There's a Peach County man in the middle of the discussion there. No flag.
No flag.
They will call a timeout.
Miranda called timeout right in front of this line judge over here. 9:47 to go, folks. That's all. 9:47 to go to the state championship in AAA. Thomas County Central.
Such an emotional night here with this crowd of near 10,000 people packed into a stadium that normally only sits about 6,500 at its maximum. Temporary bleachers brought in from 5 counties, Tim, to seat all of these people, and heck, half of them aren't sitting anyway.
An outstanding job done by the administration by being able to get all of these people in here and get them hopefully a decent seat. The field is in immaculate shape. I can't compliment the administration enough on the job they've done in putting this game on tonight.
And Tim, let's again encourage the folks to come out and support this Yellow Jacket team and program and be a part of Thomas County's team by being a part of the Athletic Boosters.
Let me tell you, you feel such satisfaction when you see the fruits of your labor, when you get out and work and you see something like this happen, considering where we were about 2 or 3 years ago.
As Julius brings them up, Deron Andrews left, Miranda over on the right with Ronald McCoy split out. Dondell Green and Johnny Cooksey behind him, 2nd and 1. Julius looking a 4-man front over, goes straight up the middle of Johnny Cooksey. He spun around and dropped down there at about the 26-yard line. He may have it.
I think he's got it, Randy. Great tackle there again by number 72, Greg Street. How many times have we called his name tonight?
My goodness. He is everywhere.
He's everywhere. They tried again that little counter play. First down, the referee says, and we'll take it as the clock will continue to run.
With 9.5 minutes to go in this thing, I dare not even think it just yet. I can't do it. There's way too much time left on that clock, and you know how explosive this Peach County team is.
This must have been about a, what would you say, at least a 6-minute drive so far.
And where did it start?
Back on about the 4. Remember, the goal line stand on the 4. Will that goal line stand ever be forgotten?
No. Again, very comparable to the 76 stand against Thomasville as Julius brings him up with 2 men behind him. 1 man right, Miranda to the left. Julius looking a 5-man front over, 1st and 10 from his 26. Long count, takes the ball, keeps it, left side to the 25, pitches it. Dondell drives down to about the 23-yard line. Dangerous pitch that time.
It was dangerous, but more importantly, it stayed in bounds, Randy, and that lets the clock continue to run.
As we're
Didn't pick up much.
We're about to go under 9 minutes here. In fact, we are under 9 minutes now. 14-0, the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets less than 9 minutes away from their first ever state championship.
And let me tell you, Randy, when you're in a game like this and the other team is just grinding it out, just converting on 3rd down to make a first down, it's frustrating.
2nd down. A long 7 with 2 men behind Julius, Dondell and Cooksey. Jamaica Ivy to the left. I believe that's Stacy split wide right. Julius looks a 5-man front over. He's going to take it, go right up the middle to Dondell. He spins all people and drives down to about the 20. It's a pickup of about 4 yards.
Again, the little counter play there, and it doesn't look like they get much, but he moved the chains, picked up about another 3-4 yards. Going to leave us 3rd and about 4, and we're in 4-down territory, and the clock continues to run, folks.
With 8:12, 8:11, 8:10, and counting down here. Could be the longest 8 minutes in Thomas County history.
Run, clock, run.
14-0. Jackets on top. 3rd and 4. Huge down here from our 20-yard line. Stacy splitting wide left. Paul Miranda to the right. The burners out there. Julius takes the ball. He's going to roll right. He's got some pressure. Looking. He's going to try to run for it. Tries to get to the corner, but he can't do it. But, again, no mistakes.
No mistakes, but I wish he'd have cut it up and stayed in bounds, let the clock run, but that's all right. No mistakes. Going to be 4th, and I'm sure he lost a little bit.
I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's basically 4th and 4.
Yeah, you're right. About 4th and 4 from the 20. I have no doubt that we'll go for it here because a field goal would be around 37 yards, and it's over on the hash mark. Probably just a little bit out of Chris Roberts' range.
Das Bozeman goes out as Deron Andrews comes in with a play. You see Stacy and all of them getting them from Coach Pilcher.
I'm telling you, Randy, we still have not seen that middle screen to Miranda yet. I got a feeling we got to see it at some point in time.
Deron Andrews wide right. Paul Miranda to the left with Ricky Stacy. Julius is going to take it, drop straight back. He's got pressure, throws it across the middle. Oh, it's behind Johnny Cooksey. A little bit underthrown. Peach County will take over on downs.
Good pressure that time by Bianca Smith. Got right in Julius's face, and there wasn't a whole lot that Julius could do, but give credit to the offense. They moved the ball down, and now Peach is going to have to go 80 yards again. They ate up about 7 or 8 minutes with that drive. Great job by the offense.
And let's say Bianchi Smith is a huge young man in his own right at 6'3", 236 pounds. Lawan Penniman brings him up. Kalen Jackson back behind him at the full. Jaquez Green split off on the right as a flanker, and there's Robinson.
There
He's back
is.
out on the field with Chris Guyton staring him in the face. They'll throw it to him. He'll catch the ball across the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped at about the 42, but all they did was stand back and throw it to him.
Stand back and throw it, and that's what we've been waiting to see him do. That's his first catch of the night. He picked up 22 yards on a little quick hitter right across the middle.
And you see who made the tackle.
Chris Guyton once again.
First down, 10 from the 42 now with 7:34 and counting down. Peach County just about has to score here.
They have to have a score here, I think.
Penniman brings him up. 1 man behind him at the full. 2 man wide right. Robinson not on the field. Jaquez Green comes in motion to the right. Penniman drops back. Boys, he got pressure. Throws it over here to 15. He's going to be into the 50. He's to the 45, to the 40. He's to the 35, to 30. He's got a convoy in front of him, and he's gone.
Great job that time by Jaquez Green. Nice screen, nice job of blocking again by Peach County. Give them credit. And there we said that big play capability. They scored in a big hurry.
And they had to.
They had to.
So now, the extra point, and there may have been a penalty after the play. Roughing the passer on Central.
It'll be declined.
Now the coaches up here are screaming for the Peach County coaches on the field to go for 2. Tim?
Oh, they're going to kick, it looks like.
Yeah, they are. They're bringing number 60 in there. That's a middle linebacker for them. Billy Parker, 205-pound senior, and he's got a leg on him. I'll flat tell you, he was booming them from 45 yards in pregame warm-up. Big extra point here. 14-6. I told you there was too much time, but you wouldn't listen. Waiting for the snap. There it is. It's perfect. Set down. Kick is up. It's good. We've got a new game. With 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go, Thomas County Central 14, Peach County Trojans 7.
Well, Randy, back out here to the stadium, and we said that they are a fourth quarter team, as is the Jackets, and no doubt they have that big play capability. We just saw it there as Jaquez Green just struck from 58 yards out with a middle screen, and that's what we've been looking for from the Jackets. But now it goes back to the offense. It's their turn. One more 7-minute drive, regardless of whether we score and this game is over.
Well, we've got us a new game, especially from the middle standpoint. This Peach County crowd is absolutely rocking, and you know that those players have got to be feeling it as well. The Jacket crowd coming up as well. They're trying to keep the fire burning over there on that home side, as we've got Ricky Stacy, I believe Paul Miranda, and Shannon Williams drop back within the 10-yard line, ready to field the kickoff from big Marcus Robinson. And my goodness, Tim, is this an important series coming up for Thomas County Central?
The biggest series for both of them, because we're still ahead, and Peach County has to stop us to get the ball back.
Robinson stares it down, gets his foot up under it. Low line drive. It's going to bounce and go through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Jackets will take over on their own 20.
That was a good job there by Ricky. I think he had ideas about coming up and picking that one off, but that could have been a potential hazard trying to handle that low line drive. So.
The Jackets have got to dig down deep here, both their back, and show what they're made of to secure this lead. 14-7 with 7:10 to go in the game.
No mistakes. No mistakes, Randy. We need 2 or 3 good first downs. We need to gain field position again.
This Peach County side is going nuts. The Jacket crowd up on their feet. No one's sitting down in this stadium. As Julius Smith splits Paul Miranda to the wide left. Ricky Stacy wide right. 2 men split behind him, 4-man front. Julius looks that line over. Long count here. 1st and 10 from the 20. He's going to take it left side. Pitch it. There's Dondale at the 20. Dondale at 25. He's to the 30. He hits his own blocker and drives down to the 34-yard line.
Give Coach Pilcher credit. It took courage to run that option there in that situation, because some bad things can happen, but he did it. That's been our bread and butter all year long, and he didn't hesitate to go to it when the chips were down.
7:01 to go here in this game. Big first down as the Jackets keep that clock running. Deron Andrews brings the play in from the sidelines here with 6:55, 6:54, 6:53 and counting down. Julius brings him up. Ricky Stacy wide right. We've got Deron Andrews wide left. He'll take the ball. Julius keeps it right side, scoots through there to the 40. He's down to the 42 before he's knocked down. A pickup of 7.
Good, tough running, and again, we're going back to our bread and butter. Our bread and butter is the option. Julius does an excellent job of reading whether to give to the fullback or whether to keep it and play out the option.
The Jackets responding to the challenge here. 2nd down and 7 as the clock runs with 6:23, 6:22, 6:21. Why does it take so long in these situations for that doggone clock to run out? 2nd down and 3 as Julius brings him up. He'll split Stacy the wide left side. Paul Miranda, the burner, on the right side with 2 men behind him. Julius staring at a 7-man front. Look at Peach County. Julius takes the ball. He's going to keep it and be sacked back there.
Big play there by number 46, Peach County.
No, there he is.
Joaquin Fiesel. That one hurt.
The clock continues to run, but my goodness, that was big, because now it's 3rd down and about 7.
Ball spotted at about the 38-yard line. Going to be a big 3rd and, well, let's call it 6.
There seems to be confusion on the field for Peach County as the coaches are screaming out there, but my goodness, what a big down. The biggest ever so far for Thomas County Central. Julius with 2 men behind him, 2 men right, 1 man left. He'll take it, drop straight back, run a quarterback draw, and be drugged down at the 39-yard line with 5:22 to go.
Once again, Greg Street, we've called his name out several times tonight, and certainly Peach County has the momentum. Clock winding down, 5:13, 5:12 to go, and Jamaica Ivey going to come in for his biggest punt of his life.
And you know that they'll be coming. You know they'll be coming after Jamaica. 4th down and about 6. Jamaica dropping back. And that dangerous Joaquin Green, or Jaquez Green, dropping back to his 29 with 4:48. Jamaica gets his foot up under. Good punt. End over end. Green takes it at the 24. He's 8 up down there, but he gets away. He's hit and drop. My goodness, what a big tackle at about the 29.
Right there on top of the 30 looks like is where Peach County is going to have it, and you know what they're going to do. They're going to load up the quarterback's arm and let him throw with 4:39 to go. The defense has done it all night except for 2 big plays. They got to do it once more.
4:39 to go in the state championship game, the first ever for both of these programs. Penniman brings him up. Kalen Jackson, the only man behind him. And look over there on that left side. Marcus Robinson back. He's going to hand it off up the middle. The man's going to be stuck and dropped there at about the 31-yard line.
Good play by Steve Glenn that time as he hit him, and then Corey Clark came in and cleaned up. And I'm a little baffled why they ran. They had so much success passing the ball with 4:14 to go here in the game. Run, clock, run. Please, would you run?
Can we do something to speed that clock up with 4:06 and 4:05? Counting down here as the Jackets are trying to hold on here by 5 fingernails to this lead, 14-7. Penniman brings them up, 2nd down and 7 from his own 33. 2 men split wide left with Jacques Green going in motion over there. Penniman drops back. He's looking. He's got a lot of time. Just throws it up down there down the middle. The guy's wide open. He catches it to the 27. Number 17, Chad Mathis.
Boy, was he open, Randy, and Penniman hit it. And as I said a while ago, I don't know why they didn't go bombs away. 3:45 to go. They're moving. They certainly are a fourth quarter team.
Now the Jackets have got to bow up again and show what they're made of down there on their own 26-yard line. With 3:45, this Peach County crowd is going nuts. Our crowd trying to stay alive over there, trying to keep the team up on the home side. Penniman looks a 5-man front over. Green comes in motion. He'll take it, go straight up the middle. No, he'll keep it, scoot through the middle, be drugged down at about the 21-yard line. Give him a pickup of 5.
Yeah, I got a good 5 there. Clock running, 3:24 to go. They haven't hurt us a whole lot with a run, but they've hurt us big with a pass here in the fourth quarter. Hang on.
Oh, my goodness. 2nd down, a long 5 from the 25 with 3:12, 3:11, 3:09. Counting down. Spotted at the 27. Penniman with 1 man behind him, 4-man front for the Jackets, is going to take it. Give it to Green over here on this right side. He's going to drive down there to about the 18 and be stopped right there. Huge 3rd down coming up.
By a host of Jackets, Corey Clark, Chris Guyton, Robert Bryan in there on the play, and oh goodness, a big 3rd down, Randy. I don't know.
3rd and about 1.5 from the 18-yard line with 2:38 and counting down here. What a huge down for both of these programs as we wind down this 1992 state championship game. Didn't you know it was going to be like this? Penniman brings them up. Jackets will be in about a 4-man front with those backers up close. He's got Kalen Jackson right behind him. Oh my goodness, 3rd and about 2. Penniman gives it to Jackson. He scoots up the middle. No, Penniman keeps it. Up the middle, he's going to be hit, drop, but he's got the 1st down. He's down to about the 11.
Down to about, yeah, let's see. They're going to call it around the 11.5 or 12. Going to give them 1st down. 2:11, the clock stops while they move the chains.
Give him progress down to the 12. 2:11 to go in this game.
Good job by Penniman of running the option there.
Little Chad Mathis, the man that made that huge reception for Peach just a moment ago, runs the play in from the sidelines as the Jacket defense tries to dig in here, trying to bow up and hold on to this 14-7 lead with under 2 minutes to go. Penniman with 2 men behind him. Jackets in a 5-man front. Penniman looks it over. He's going to drop back. Looking. He's got pressure. Das Bozeman from behind is not going to get him. He gets over there on the right side. He's going to be drug out of bounds at about the 7.
Picked up about 5 yards that time, and Doss was trying with everything he had. Clock stops at 1:42. Going to be 2nd and probably around 5, and you know this is what it's all about, Randy.
Give him a pickup of about 6 yards. Oh, my goodness. Tim, why in the world did it have to be this way? 2nd down and about 5. Give him a pickup of 5. On the 7. Penniman brings him up. Kalen Jackson, the only man behind him. There's that big Marcus Robinson standing over there with Chris Robinson split out to the right. He's going to take it, pitch the ball over here. Guy's got a wide open field. He's going to dive into the corner, touchdown.
Now, what will they do, Randy? Will they go for 2 or kick the extra point?
Well, they're calling for a timeout down there on the Peach County sideline.
No doubt they'll talk about it. What a comeback.
You got to give them credit.
You got to give them credit.
But still, with 1:36 to go in this game, the Jackets have the lead.
Oh, why did it have to come to this? Why?
2 weeks in a row, all of these Yellow Jacket fans have eaten every nitroglycerin pill they could get their hands on to take care of their hearts. This is not easy for a fan.
Ooh, Randy. I'm telling you.
The biggest play ever for the Peach County Trojan program, and also for the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets.
If they go for 2, this is it.
But after last week, I'll never say that.
Well, that's true.
Until there are triple zeros on the time on the scoreboard.
Can you believe it?
They act like they'll be going for 2 here to try to secure the state championship, Tim.
Defense has to rise up one more time. Once more, defense.
Let me set the stage here for you. A minute 36 to go in this thing with 14-13. The Jackets still on top. 96 ticks, and somebody's going to walk out of here a state champion.
It looks like it, and I can't believe that they would not go for it, because if we said at the start of the game, if it was a tie, there is no overtime, and they're not going for it. I mean, they're not going to kick this point. They are going for it. This is it, Randy. Bring us home.
Minute 36. 2-point conversion for the state championship. Watch Marcus Robinson, number 88.
The alley-oop, possibly.
Pinnaman takes it, goes up the middle. No, he keeps it. He's hit.
Yes!
He's stopped. There's a fumble. The Jackets pick it up, but they cannot advance a fumble.
No, you
the
can't
Jackets
advance
have stopped it. They have stopped it.
The defense rose up one time, baby, one time.
Das Bozeman made the penetration in there. The pitch was errant. The Jackets hold on to a 14-13 lead.
Now, let's look at it. 1:36 to go. No doubt Peach County will try an onside kick, and that is our next big play to have to get through.
You look at that Jacket crowd. That place is going berserk. The sidelines are standing upside down.
Randy, I'm so nervous. I can barely hang on.
So now, if you've got 96 seconds left in you, grab a hold of the most solid thing you can find and hold on to it. 14-13, the Jackets hanging on by 1/2 the skin of 1-2.
I think even the EMTs are looking for some oxygen tonight, Randy.
Well, I wish they'd chip some up here. Now, can the Jackets stop this onside kick?
This is it. Of course, we'll have the hands team out there. That means that all our skill people will play 9 men up, and 5 in the front, 4 in the back, and they'll all be receivers and quarterbacks and running backs.
You see them coming out on the field. We see
Ricky Stacy, Chris Guyton,
Ronald McCoy, Shannon Williams,
Robert Bryant.
Let's see, who else do we have there? Number 3, Ronald McCoy, Deron Andrews, Jamaica Ivy, all lining up there between the 50 and the 40 on our side of the ball.
Looks like they're going to kick towards the left side. They've got everybody over there except one man.
Johnny Cooksey on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Chris
11 men.
Chris Guyton and Ricky Stacy will in all likelihood be the key men.
Now, and 82 will be doing your kicking here. Calvin Slaughter. Marcus Robinson not kicking the onside kick. Hold on to everything you got here, folks. This is it. He's got the signal. Walks up to the ball. Kicks it. It bounces off of everybody. It's still bouncing. It's still bouncing.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
It's the Jackets' ball.
It'll be the Jackets' ball.
It bounced and bounced and bounced and bounced, and it went out of bounds.
What a great onside kick. You couldn't have asked for anything better as far as Peach County.
There's a huge huddle over there at the 30-yard line as they try to determine
It'll
exactly
be Jackets'
what's
ball
happened.
no matter what happened, because even if Peach County or Central touched it, nobody had control. We understand that Peach County has 2 timeouts left, of which they'll use.
The Peach County crowd all of a sudden thinking they may have the ball.
No.
The officials are talking to the Yellow Jackets down there at the 30.
Coach Pilcher right down there.
The Peach players were pointing as if they had the ball, but it can't be if it went out of bounds.
If it went out. I don't know whether it'd be a re-kick or not. It was touched.
Let's see.
It'll be brought out to the 35. You have the option of making them kick over, I believe, or you can take the ball at the 35, and obviously the Jackets have taken it at the 35. So if we're right, if Peach has 2 timeouts left, we still may have to get a first down, or we may have to punt.
So now, everything clarified, the ball kept bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. It bounced off Chris Guyton at the 44 and just continued bouncing.
Give the man a load of credit. What an outstanding onside kick.
You could not have asked for it to have been kicked any better.
You sure couldn't have.
So here you go. Again, hold on to everything you got, and I hope it's solid. With 96 seconds to go in this thing, the Jackets clinging to a 1-point lead. Julius Smith with 2 men behind him. He'll take the ball, go up the middle to Dondell Green. Dondell trying to drive down there. He'll scoot for about 2.5
yards. And
as
there goes Peach County with their first time, well, their second time out, we believe.
Peach trying to run that timeout as quickly as they possibly could with 1:30 to go in this thing. 14-13, the Jackets holding on.
It's 2nd and 8, and there's no, well, I shouldn't say there's no doubt, but it's very possible that we will have to punt if we don't get a first down. The situation is this. Peach has one more timeout. Let's say the play takes 7 or 8 seconds. That takes you to about 1:22. They'll call timeout again. We'll run one more play on 3rd down, assuming we don't get the first down. They won't be able to stop the clock, which will take us probably down to around 35 seconds.
And notice the stands as they do that Florida State tomahawk chop over there that they've started since Charlie Ward Jr. went south to Tallahassee.
I wonder who got them started on that over there. Could it be your lovely wife, Randy Young?
Well, she is an FSU graduate, but I'm not going to speak for her.
I don't know what that has to do with being a Yellow Jacket, but it's okay. It looks good.
We'll call them Native American Jackets. 1:30 to go here. 2nd and 9. Oh.
What it's all about, Randy, this is it. It really is.
Julius with 2 men behind him. 7-man front for Peach. He'll take the ball, go straight up the middle. Watch out! Johnny Cooksey driving down there. Johnny to the 50. Still driving to the 48.
That's a ball game right there, Randy. We got it now without a mistake.
Johnny Cooksey took 3 men with him down the field. He would not be denied.
That's a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. He's back 2 more years, and what an outstanding run by Johnny Cooksey and great blocking by the offensive line.
The clock will run, and with 1 timeout left, Peach will not have enough timeouts here to stop the clock and save the game.
The only thing that can hurt us now is if we fumble, and Julius, I'm sure, will take a knee here. I hope so.
110, 109, 108. Julius brings them up. 1 man left, 1 man right, but they're insignificant. The 2 men behind Julius are the guys to keep an eye on. He'll take it, go straight up the middle. Dondell just dives.
He keeps his feet. Look at him.
Driving down there to the 41-yard line.
Dondell.
What can you say about the young man? 170 pounds. He runs like he weighs 320.
He's all heart. All 170 pounds of heart.
Peach stops the clock with their last time out, but my goodness, what a superhuman effort from Johnny Cooksey and Dondell Green back-to-back when they had to have it.
Randy, I hate to tell you, but unless we fumble,
No.
unless we fumble, we have got it. I'm going to tell you that now, Randy.
Now, Tim, I am not going to hear.
I put the disclaimer in there.
After what I saw last week in Toccoa.
We had 2 or 3 timeouts left then, but
okay, you
50 seconds to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard Tim say it. I had nothing to do with it, but we do have 50 ticks to go here for the Jackets' first ever state championship, and my goodness, what a monumental battle. As Tim Sherrod's about to head down to the field, we're going to try to get Coach Pilcher for some post-game comments and head into the victorious Jacket locker room. 50 seconds to go here. Peach has no timeouts left. 2nd down and 4 from the Peach 42-yard line, but that's insignificant. The Jackets right now looking to run 50 seconds off the clock. Yardage means nothing. Julius looks it over, takes a knee. Now all of a sudden a flag is thrown in there. Unless there may have been an offensive penalty there, I don't know. We'll have to see as the officials huddle up there at about the 42. What's the call? Illegal procedure against Central. That stops the clock. I told Tim Sherrod not to say anything about the time, and he wouldn't listen to me. That stops the clock. That'll back the Jackets up another 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. Actually about 9, but that's insignificant again. The time is all that matters right now with 48 seconds to go in this game. 14-13, the Jackets hanging on by half the skin of 1 tooth. And there may be a cavity in that tooth. We'll see. Julius looks a 7-man front over. He'll take it, take a knee. No penalty here, nothing. Just about a 2.5-yard loss. 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37. As that Jacket sideline begins to feel it. The Jacket stands begin to feel it. Everybody over there wearing the blue and gold begins to see it come alive. For 33 years, this program has struggled to get to this point. They've gotten here finally, and it looks like for the first time in the history of Thomas County Central High School, the Jackets will bring home the gold as Julius Smith takes the snap with 13, 12, 11, 10. The players, the stands, the fans, parents, everyone running on the field. I present the 1992 AAA state champion, Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets. What a stupendous performance from Johnny Cooksey, Dondell Green, and Julius Smith when you had to have it. He had ice water in his veins. What poise. And what a comeback from this Peach County team. 14-0 going into the fourth quarter basically, and they scored 13 points to put themselves in position to win the game. But when the chips were down, that Jacket defense bowed their backs, stood up, and showed that Jacket pride that they had to have. Unbelievable performance here tonight. Everything you have seen here tonight has been the culmination of years of effort. The ghosts of so many teams. 1972 with Billy Joe Copeland and Joe Frank Burns that went 13-0 through the regular season, only gave up 24 total points through the whole year. Ended up losing in the state semifinals to Southwest DeKalb 14-7. 1986, Charlie Ward's junior year. Make it to the state semifinals, lose a fumble-prone game against Worth County 21-14. And then, in 87, Charlie Ward's senior year, a heartbreaking loss at Worth County, but this time, this Jacket team with virtually no superstars make their way to the crown game and bring home the gold. A spectacular performance from so many players. You don't want to single anybody out. Tremendous goal line stand that will go down in history as one of the best ever in this county's history. What more can you say? You see it on the field. The 1992 AAA state champions for the first time ever, the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets. We're going to head into the locker room and actually talk to Coach Pilcher down on the field. What a game.
Hold on a second, Coach. I know it's an emotional moment, but try to put into words what it means.
I can't. I'm just so happy for these kids. That's all I can say. I'm just so proud of these kids, and that's all I can say.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
Yeah, you can't describe the feeling. I'm just so happy for these kids and for these people in the community. I'm exhausted, to tell you the truth.
I know you are. Tell me what it's like to be 1-5 and people doubt you, but you never doubted yourself.
We never.
A team and a coaching staff.
Yes, sir. Our kids had a lot of confidence and never gave up. I'm going to tell you, Peach County had a tremendous amount of athletes. They are loaded with athletes, and they did an outstanding job. This is one of those nail biters.
And what about the goal line stand, Coach?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, the kids just made up their mind that they was going to give it all they had, and fortunately it worked out. It worked out for us.
No, tell me about the goal line stand down there. It looked to me like you were the guy that met him in the air. Is that right?
This end?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of us. I just knew somebody had to get there, and I was just hoping that somebody stopped him. I just thought they done gave up, and it was coming back, and we couldn't have it.
What about the two-point play down here? Tell me about it.
I told them we got a line of scrimmage, don't give up. I told the quarterback, bring it my way, you wasn't scoring. I don't know if you call cockiness or what, but I just wanted to win sweet.
Ron Dillard, the offensive line did a great job tonight. You were a big part of that. Dondell and Johnny running hard. Tell us if everything went kind of the way you expected offensively.
Well, everything didn't go the way we expected. We came with the ball pretty good the first half. The second half, we tried to flip-flop them on them. It worked a little. We was trying to get the big men. The big men were down inside. We couldn't get them moved out. So we tried to run outside. We couldn't run outside on them. So we just tried to run straight at them instead of going around. It was the only thing we could do.
Tell me about this great drive y'all had here in the fourth quarter after the defense made the goal line stand. I think that was a big key in the game.
We had a pretty good drive there. We wish we could have scored. Dang, there's nothing we can say about our men. We could have scored. We would have iced it in. It would have been over with. When we didn't, they came back good. You got to give it to Peach County. They played a hard-fought game.
Dr. Truman Atkins, principal here at Thomas County Central High School. Doc, you've been here 2 years now, and what a second year.
Oh, I tell you what, this is my third year now, and this has been a great 2.5 years, and I cannot be any more prouder of our kids and our school. They've just been great, super. Coaches have done a tremendous job all along, and of course they showed it tonight.
And the administration, if you might let me add.
Well, thank you. Well, we've stuck together as administration behind the coaches, and we just feel good. We feel like we got a great program, and and we're just so happy to be where we are tonight.
Tell us how things were at school over the last 4 or 5 weeks. You know, we've been on such a roll, and people didn't count us. You know, they kind of counted us out because of our record. But tell us about, you know, the confidence of the young men.
Well, our boys have played with great confidence ever since we've been in the playoffs. They played like mature men, not mature boys, but mature men. And they've just done a wonderful job. Throughout the week, our school, our students have just continually peaked, I guess you might say, as far as support and rallying behind the players. And it's been like one continuous pep rally all week long. Of course, Friday, it was almost like pandemonium. But the kids had a great time, and they really got behind our players. And of course, you could tell tonight with the fans that came out, they really supported them.
Big Ed Christian here, our big offensive tackle. Ed, tell me what this means. 33 years this school's been in existence. We finally got a state championship.
It means all the world to me, man. All the world. We finally got it. After we was down and out, baby, we picked ourselves back up, brought it back together. We here now, baby. We here.
Can't be denied.
Take it away.
Can't be denied.
Can't take it away.
That's right.
We're number one now. Damn, don't you blow that stuff on me, boy. We number one now.
Johnny Cook's a young sophomore running back. Johnny, tell me what this feels like.
It feels real great. You know, like nobody didn't respect us. We done earned our respect. And that's what I like about it. We stuck together and everything, you know, and I feel great. Everybody feel good about what we did, you know.
Johnny, you really came on. You know, the paper called you prime time because you did so well here in the playoffs. Tell me what it's like to rush for 220 yards in one game.
Like I said, it feels real good. I try hard. Hey, the offensive line blocked real well, and they keyed on Dondell, you know.
That's right. Give credit where credit due. That offensive line, they protect you. Chris Guyton, you are number one, baby. You are a part of a state championship team. It took 33 years to get it, but you are number one in the state tonight. Tell me how it feels.
I'm speechless on it. There's nothing I can say. Hey, we just went out and played a great game and, you know, did what we had to do.
And you didn't do it just tonight. Y'all been doing it for 9 straight weeks. You never gave up on yourself. Tell me what it was like earlier on in the season when things were kind of tough, but y'all didn't bend. You didn't give up.
Early in the season, nobody believed that was in us when we were 1-5. So we knew we had to go out and take charge on our own, and that's what we did after the Westover game.
No one believed in us, but we had to believe in ourselves, and you gave us the strength to believe in ourselves and to continue to work for the goals we had set forth. I'm just so proud of these young men for the sacrifices that they've made. I just give you my thanks for the opportunity to have the opportunity to thank you for coaching these young men and being a part of this team. Forgive us our many sins. And Dad, I know you're watching. I love you. Amen. I told you from the very get-go. I knew you'd win. I knew you'd find a way to win. And this was just a total team effort. Defensively, I'm going to tell you something. Y'all played one whale of a game. You couldn't have played any better, and I knew going in the game they're probably going to get one big play because of the weapons they had. But I knew if we kept the ball away from them, we'd make it tough. And we did that. I just couldn't be more proud of the bunch in all my life. I tell you what, it's like I told you, you've been through adversity. And the only thing I know is going to happen is you can reflect back on this week and in this moment. And when times are tough, and there are going to be many times in your life where you will face adversity, maybe much more severe than what you faced when we're 1-5. Much more severe. Draw from this experience from these last 10 weeks of the confidence that you built among yourselves, the belief that you had in one another, the work ethics that you did, and just the hard work. And man, good things happen to people who work hard. Amen. Good things happen. Hey, great job. I'm so proud of all that.
Julius, Baby, from one old quarterback, one old slow quarterback to one fast quarterback, I am so proud of you. The job you did tonight, baby, you threw the ball so well. So well. Tell me about it. What was in you tonight?
I just went out there, had confidence in throwing the ball, and just get it to the receivers. And I know if I get it to the receivers, they'll know what to do with it. That's it.
Yeah, you stood so well in the pocket with such poise, and you threw the ball with such authority. It's like you would not be denied.
Would not be denied. I had confidence in myself, and thanks to my offensive line, if it weren't for them, I couldn't do it.
They sure did a great job of blocking, no doubt. Now tell me about what it feels like to be the first quarterback to bring home a state championship to Thomas County.
Just happy. I'm happy. And I just love everybody on the team. Just happy.
Ricky Stacy, our wide receiver and part-time quarterback, who will be our starting quarterback next year. Ricky, tell me what it feels like to be a state champion.
Real happy. I don't even know. It's like a dream. We was down 1-5. We didn't think we could make it this far, so we did it and feel great.
Isn't this is why we lift the weights in the winter? It's why you go through 2 days in August. This all makes it worthwhile, doesn't it?
Yes, it helps a lot.
Tell me about the two little the flanker passes when you were out there. That looked like a new play to me when Dondell would come in motion and we do it almost like a lateral. They really worked well a couple of key times tonight.
Yes, we had put it in because we know they'll drop back in too deep, and free safety was coming hard, so Donnell made some good blocks, and I got the yardage that we needed.
Dondell Green, we're talking to you again. This to me is the heart and soul of the Jacket offense. You, time and time again, you look like you're going to get 1 or 2 yards. Look at your jersey over there. It's torn and tattered, and people clawing at you, but you will not be tonight. I called you tonight the pound for pound, the best running back Central's ever had.
Well, thank you, man. But it's all because of my line. My line had to do it. I have a great offensive line.
No doubt about that, Dondell, and it's a team effort, I know.
Julius making the right read, my line blocking. You just can't help but to, run hard. It's just there for you.
Well, you do, there's no doubt. Tell me one more time now what it's like to be a state champion.
Man, it's real good, man. We just prayed so hard and the Lord came through, and it feels so good.
I know it's hard to put into words, but only you and those guys that were in that locker room can know what it's like. You were the ones that were working in the wintertime, working the 2 days in the August heat, and were there still plugging when we were 1-5. All the credit goes to you guys, and just try to tell me what it feels like tonight. I know you're proud of it.
Well, I'm so proud to be just associated with these kids, because this has been one of those seasons that I think we'll never have again. Coming from down as far down as we did, and I told the kids yesterday, I said, kids, I know you're tired, but you're not practicing like you're tired. And I said, I look back on my calendar. We started July the 6th. We had our quarterbacks throwing in June. Now, you're talking about 6 months of dedication from these kids right here, and going through and working their buns off to get better. And just like I told them at the end, good things are going to happen to people who work hard and keep believing in themselves, and this is a prime example.
Well, Coach, they say the first one's always the sweetest. We hope it's the first of many more, but congratulations to you and the players. And I know all of Thomas County is proud of you tonight and the boys.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm just so thankful for our coaches and our players too. And I hope our fans enjoyed as much as we do.
If they didn't, they need to have a heart check.
Yeah, I agree. I guarantee they got their money's worth the last 2 weeks.
No doubt. Thank you, Coach Pilcher, the head coach of the state champs at Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets.
Yep. Downtown Thomasville became a virtual Jackets nest as Thomas County Central fans congregated from across the county for the first ever state championship parade. Jackets young and old saw everything associated with the blue and gold, including the Central Yellow Jacket Middle School Marching Band. Of course, the Yellow Jacket mascots were there, as were school administrators and school board members. there were beauties from Thomas County Central High School, as well as cheerleaders from Central Middle School, and members of the first ever Central Yellow Jacket football team. Representatives from clubs, school-wide. Thomas County Central Yellow Jacket cheerleaders. And the players and coaches from the 1992 AAA State Football Champion Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets. The parade wound down and everyone headed to Thomas County Stadium. The Jackets met for the victory rally and celebration.
Good evening. I'm Randy Young, and I'd personally like to thank each of you for coming out here this evening and being a part of the first ever and hopefully the first of many state championship celebrations for Thomas County Central High School. We've got a lot to do tonight, so we'll go ahead and get this party started. And
they say good things come to those who wait. And we have waited patiently, maybe not so patiently, for this night. We waited patiently at the beginning of the season for the Jackets to get their act together. And boy, did they ever. As Ralph used to say on the old time show, The Honeymooners, how sweet it is.
Now, therefore, Roy Little, Mayor of the City of Boston, hereby proclaim Thursday, January 14th, 1993, Thomas County Central High School Yellow Jacket Day. Jackets, we the people of Boston are proud of you.
Now, therefore, I, Wayne Neesmith, Mayor of the City of Medge, do hereby proclaim January 14th, 1993 as Thomas County Central High School Yellow Jacket Day, so done this 20th day of December 1992, signed by the Mayor, Wayne Neesmith.
I, L.M. Taylor, Mayor of the City of Fayetteville, Georgia, do hereby proclaim that the city of Palo and all of its citizens join all other communities in Thomas County in this celebration for this victory and honor, and express our appreciation to each member of the team and to each member of the coaching staff for their hard work and dedication which has brought this honor and prestige to our county. So do this day, the 14th day of January 1993. Thank you.
Lynn Powell, Mayor of the City of Thomasville, to proclaim today as Yellow Jacket Day in Thomasville. We are proud of each and every one associated with this outstanding team. Coach, congratulations.
I want to tell you a little bit about this before I present it to Dr. Atkins. You know, it only took 34 years for Thomas County Central to get a state championship trophy. I don't know whether you realize what's been accomplished here. It took 34 years. Now, when they kicked off football at the beginning of the season, the odds were 84-1 that you would arrive to this night that we're talking about here. This is a tremendous, tremendous accomplishment. And you have to do that with student athletes who are on track for graduation and academically eligible in order to participate. I want you to notice on this trophy, oh well, these gentlemen in the back and Coach Pilcher have ever looked at it. There's a little bit of blue, just a little bit of blue on that trophy, and no other trophy in your trophy case will have that little bit of blue, and nobody in Georgia will have that little bit of blue except those who get to the state finals in the state of Georgia competition. This is a tremendous accomplishment. So anytime you go in a school and you want to see how successful they are, you walk by the trophy case and look for a little bit of blue. Dr. Atkins, here's your trophy with a little bit of blue.
This is the Yellow Jacket Trophy. Coach Pilcher?
And the scripture tells us in verse 21 that with every person in their place, they won the victory. And I think that that's what I want to say about our whole community tonight. With every person in their place, and I certainly appreciate the place that each one of you held, with everyone in the place, they won the victory. And that includes all of our players and coaches and all of our people. There are a number of you up there tonight that probably played on teams here in the past. You didn't win the state championship, but you helped to build a program that ultimately did win, and I want to thank you for that. Everybody tonight has made a presentation. I've got one final presentation that I'd like to make. I want to dedicate this to all the people of Thomas County in honor of the 1992 Yellow Jacket football team, and dedicate it to the glory of God. Our last presentation in the north end zone.
gentlemen, I want you to take just a moment and look around you. Look on the field at this team and players. You look around as well and soak this moment in. This is the first time that this has ever happened to this county, and it won't be the last. Now, if you will, if you'll please stand for the singing of our alma mater. Tim,